Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Federwitz. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to complete this sheet when it comes to the unit pricing lab that we're going to be doing in class. As you can see, this worksheet, what it's meant to do is help you figure out the cost of a recipe when you're making it. The recipes that you're using are found on this sheet of paper first. For example, here's the macaroni and cheese, and what I'm going to look at is what are my ingredients. You can see the ingredients listed here are 7 ounces of macaroni, our 2 tablespoons of butter, our 2 tablespoons of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of milk, and our 8 ounces of Velveeta cheese. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that information, I'm going to come over here to this worksheet. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write up here macaroni and cheese. And behind it I'm going to write scratch. On the other side of your worksheet is another form that looks exactly like this. On the back side I would write macaroni and cheese, and in parentheses I would write box. Underneath it now I have this first column, which is the ingredient. And I would refer back to my recipe and I would list all of these ingredients now in this first column. One of the ingredients is butter. It's not 8 tablespoons. It's actually 2 tablespoons butter that we need for the macaroni and cheese. But you get the idea. The second column is how much you need. So again, refer back to your recipe and look at how much of that ingredient you need. Now, when we get over to the size purchased, the sheet we're going to need to look at is going to be the grocery list. And on this grocery list I'm going to find, for example, butter, which is I've written down. And the size that I purchased was 1 pound. I also find on here that I paid $3.45 for that pound of butter. Coming back to this worksheet then, I would put down the size purchase as 1 pound, and then I'm going to go over to column D and I'm going to write the $3.45 down for the cost of that size that I purchased. So this part has been pretty easy. What kind of gets tricky for some people is column C. Column C says size conversion, and all that means is I need to look at what I need for the recipe, which is, in this case, the example I've given you, 8 tablespoons of butter. I need to see, I need tablespoons, but I purchase pounds. So in the conversion, I need to figure out how many tablespoons are in a pound of butter. In this case, we know that it's 32 tablespoons, and I know that it's 32 tablespoons because I also provided you with this worksheet, which is the food measures, and it shows you equivalents all the way down. Right here I can find 1 pound, okay, and it shows you that there's 32 tablespoons and 1 pound. These are all equivalents that match up. 1 pint is equivalent to 2 cups, 32 tablespoons, 96 teaspoons, 16 ounces, and 1 pound. Hopefully that helps you figure out how to figure this column out. Now when you get over to E, what I'm asking you to do is you're going to take the $3.45, what you have in D, and divide it by C. So you would take $3.45 and you would divide it by 32 tablespoons to figure out your cost per tablespoon. Now the cost per tablespoon actually comes out to 0.107, and if you remember your rule of rounding, the 7 is going to move the 0 up to 11 cents. Because when we go to the cash register, we're not going to pay with 10.5 pennies. We're going to pay with 11 cents. The final column, which is F, says the total cost of the amount needed. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take, I need 8 tablespoons, which is an A. It costs 11 cents per tablespoons. I will times that out to let me know that it's 88 cents for this ingredient for this recipe. I would do that for each of my ingredients, add them up. I'll come up with the total cost down here at the bottom. I'll have my total number of servings, which it says on the recipe as well, divided by my total cost, and that'll give me the cost per serving. So how much it costs for this recipe at the end. Hopefully this video helps you understand how to do that. course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.